everyone. And today we are learn about measurement. Yeah. Okay. In this moment, I would just want to review what you have already learned from your teachers. Yeah. For the last week, and then we will continue about measurement. Okay. Next. In this learning outcomes, we hope that after you learn and you study about measurements, you have science understanding. That is, the students are able to do measurements of the physical aspect they encounter. And then the skill process, students are able to use various tools in measurement and observations. This is for our next meeting. Okay, before we continue about the measurements, I would like you to see some pictures, right? Are you familiar with this infrastructure? This one? What we call it? In west location? Egypt. Okay. When the construction built? This one? 1700. Yeah, before Masehi, in Indonesia, sorry. Okay, that's good. So we know that this construction or infrastructure we already know. Next, second one. This is China. Yeah, we will know about when we built. Yeah. So the order is. The older, which one is the oldest? 16, right? Okay, the next one. What we call it? Ka'bah or Mecca. Ka'bah located in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Okay, the first time Ka'bah, the size is like this, right? Yeah. But who already Umrah here? 1, 2, maybe the other one. I haven't go. This difference with the new one. Yeah, this is the first one. Yeah, this is the first one. And what is it? Reconstruction again in forget the years. And then this is the first infrastructure or the first construction. Okay, when it was built? 607 in Masehi. So this is the Masehi. And then how about this? The temple, where is located? In Jakarta, in Magelang. Okay, which one is oldest? Ka'bah, 600, and then this is 824. Okay, next. Taj Mahal, India. Okay, in 1000. And then this one. Yeah. Okay, after you see some of the construction or the infrastructure here, so can you imagine how were the construction built, and then what tools that they use for measurement in their era? So, okay, imagine that you were living in that time. Yeah. So what they use are tools to measure. You already learned about measurement, right? So please explain. Want to explain? Yeah, you can prediction what kind of tools that they use to measure or to what is it? To measure the length, to measure the weight. Yeah. What they use? Yeah. Okay. For the first time, yeah, this one. Maybe use, what is it? They use ruler? No. Yeah. What kind of tools? Yeah, come on. Maybe they use body parts, right? Yeah, they use hands to measure the length. Yeah, like this. Like the first time in the slide. Yeah, I put like this. Yeah, I post like this. It means that in the Egypt we use our hands. Yeah, to make this one cubit. Yeah, like this. And then okay, this is the tools that in that time. Yeah, for the first time in ancient times, people needed to measure how long and wide things are. So from the body and then one hand, this is we call it 2 cubits. And then if we like this, it's just 1 cubit. Yeah, just our hand. Okay, and then they also use foot. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, and then they need to measure object to make their construction and code, and then they use some like some tools measurement. Yeah, that is in trade, maybe in agriculture, and also for the farmers. Yeah, perdagangan. Yeah, perdagangan dan lain-lain. Okay, this is the history of measurement for the first time in the ancient times. So, how about the general overview of the whole measurement has progressed? Okay, the first one like this. Yeah, in Egypt, they often use body part. Yeah, they use their hand and then use their feet. Yeah, and then sometimes they use seeds. Yeah, it's standards for 700 grains of weight. Yeah, this is they use weight or something. Yeah. And then we continue to Renaissance period. Means that yeah, some people already use some for standards. They use for science, yeah, for standard measurements, but its progress was slow. It's like this. It sounds like scales, yeah. It sounds like scales. And then how about the 18th century and the metric system? Now, this is we have quite a lot of measurement things or tools that use for measure length and the kilogram for mass. Yeah, you can see from there's many tools or equipment for measurement. Okay, how about in this area or beyond? Yeah, there's some digital measurement technology. Yeah, we use measurement not only use a ruler and a ruler. It's already digital. What is it? Jangka sorong. Have you used jangka sorong? Yeah. Yes. With digital? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is already what is it? It's like enhancement in technology. Yeah. So it's already what is it? Integrated digital with jangka sorong. Yeah. And then also. With something like laser or nanotechnology that contain quantum measurement and remote sensor. Yeah. This is remote sensor for the measure. Jadi nggak perlu lagi nih untuk mengukur, cukup memberikan laser dan laser itu memberikan informasi. Misalnya jarak dari situ ke sini, ya, from the what is it? This from the wall, ya. With me is already. What is it? Appear in the digital. Okay. Measurement philosophy. Okay. The word measurements come from the Greek, that is metron, that meaning limited proportions. And then the philosophy of measurement is the process of comparing the quantity or amount of something unknown with the quantity or amount of something known or the standard. Jadi gini, kita mengukur itu apa sih? Mengukur sesuatu yang belum diketahui dan tidak diketahui. Yeah. For example, like this. Yeah. This is unknown. Udah tahu belum ukurannya berapa? Belum. Yeah. Yang namanya mengukur berarti harus sudah tahu. Yeah. We already know the what is it? The tools. Yeah. It's like a ruler. It's already know with the scales. Ada skalanya kan? Yeah. So how long the pencils? The size of the pencil is about 1. Yeah. You have to make accurate measurement, right? Okay. And how about when we want to know the weight? Yeah. We use also scales, right? This is known. It's already appeared 3 kilogram. Yeah. 3 kilogram maybe. And this is unknown. So we make sure first. If we take the scales and then with the what is it? What we call it? It's like stone, right? It's like stone. It's about 3 kilogram. and then the needle can point the 3 kilogram. And when we weigh about this, maybe it's like rice, yeah, it's like rice, and also 3 kilograms. Okay, there are some important things in measurement. Okay, the first one, accuracy. What is accuracy? Akurat ya. Akurat apa sih akurat? Tepat ya, tepat. How close a measurement is to the value. So gini, jadi kalau kamu mengukur nggak mungkin kan dari pinggir ya, dari from the other side and then the other side we have to in the middle. So it make it accuracy or we call it also precision. Tepat. Nah, akurat dan tepat. Nah, ketika akurat dan tepat itu dilakukan berulang ya, itu sesuai dengan goals kita. Artinya you measure precision and accuracy and also stabilization. Nah, ini penting. Jadi ada berapa nih? Measurement ada 3 ya. There are 3. The first is accuracy, precision, and stabilization. Stabilization itu maksudnya kalau kamu mengukur berulang kali ya, if you measure for several times ya, the result is same. Jadi hasilnya sama ketika berulang, berarti itu sudah stabil ya, pengukurannya sudah presisi dan akurasi. So we can conclude that the more measurements are made correctly and with the right tool, the better accuracy and confidence in the measurement result. Okay. Next. Have you already heard about qualitative and quantitative measurement? Qualitative and quantitative? Yeah. Okay. For example, if we want to decide what color is it of an object, what color it is? Orange. Yeah. So it is qualitative or quantitative? This one is qualitative, but we cannot ensure that how many pens, how many paint that we need to coloring this area. So it means that quantitative. So the differentiation between qualitative and quantitative is qualitative measurement are descriptive. It's a color, texture, smells. How about the smell of the flower? What do you what is it? What do you feel from the color? From the flower. Good smell or bad smell? Good smell, right? So it is that qualitative. But if you want to know how long the doors are, berapa panjangnya, bisa how long, how the length, panjangnya. Jadi kita butuh satuan ya. So can be expressed using unit of measurement, or it can be countable, bisa dihitung. Ya. Kalau kuantitatif bisa dihitung, kualitatif tidak bisa dihitung. Ya. Jadi dia bukan numerik, not numeric value. This is numerical value. Ada angkanya, ada satuannya. Okay, already learn about this. Besaran, the main quantity, besaran pokok. Yeah. What is the best quantity for length? The best quantity, what is it? Meter, right? And then for the mass, kilogram, the time per second, and electric currents. Temperatur termodinamika. Yeah, this is the name, meter. This is the often used that we often use meter, kilogram, second, ampere, Kelvin, mole, and this is for besaran turunan ya. The velocity, and then volume, massa jenis, force, gaya, acceleration, kecepatan. Nah, ini yang sering muncul nanti ketika kalian menggunakan di tingkat SMA ataupun di ya. Jadi ada 2 jenis besaran. So there are 2 quantity, main quantity and the base quantity and the derived quantity. Okay, now we continue in thinking questions. So I want you to do with your group, right? To discuss several questions. The first one, do you think the method used in ancient Egypt appeared to Germans? Don't answer for now. The number two, if the people used their hands pen for measurement across the world, would it generate the same result? And then the three, and then in the school bag with two hands pens carrying his textbook, he asked for his brother to get it. And his friend Paul goes to a shop and buys a bag with two hands pen for himself. And then the next thing they compare the size, do they think they will have why explain? So just do with your friend, yeah. Please join with your friend, yeah. Okay, you fine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4 and 3 of you. Okay, do it with your friends. 5 minutes, right? Yeah, 5 minutes enough to answer these questions. Because we have 3 thinking questions. Yes. Okay. No, you directly answer. Yeah, please do in 5 minutes, and please write your names. Yeah, write your names. Okay, yeah, 5 minutes, yeah. Just your direct answer. I'm going to do this. After this, Mr. will collect your paper and give to who is your science teacher, Ami or Miss Aya? Ami. Okay, I will give to Miss Ami. Yeah. Be careful for number 1. In ancient times, yeah. In ancient times period already explained for from the first slide. So what do you think? Yeah. Ancient slide, please. Yeah. Jengkal. Yeah. Ancient, yeah. Ancient is like jengkal. Berapa jengkal? Okay, 3 minutes. Left. Yes. Jawabannya udah kebaca tadi.
It's different.
Jawabannya kebaca belum? Okay. I will wait. Who is the first volunteer? And then the first volunteer will choose the other group to answer. Yeah. 2 minutes more. Please explain ya for number 1. Only you say you answer yes, you answer no, but why? Briefly explain. wants to be volunteer to answer for number 1? Yeah, so raise your hand. Okay, for number 1, do you think the methods used in a negative field measurement? No, why? Okay, so for number 1, every each people has different body. Yeah, different size and not give accurate measurement. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yeah, so the answer is no. Yeah. Okay. Which group do you want to answer? Okay, number 2. Okay.
No, because
Yes.
all people have the same length of body and our hair can have even like maybe tsunami or something like that. So sometimes the length yes different.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, if the people use their put it in the same result, the answer is no. Yeah, not the same. Yeah, not the same because we have different types of hand span. So the area. Okay, number 3. Which group? Yeah, oh, that's okay. I will collect your answer and I will read one by one. But in this time, I want you to which one? This group? Yeah. Okay. Number 3. Do you think they have the both the same way? Yeah. Why?
Because from the picture, Andrew's father's hand was a lot
Andrew's better hands bigger than Paul's hands. So okay. So can you imagine that if you bought something and sometimes we go to it's like a market, yeah, and then we buy like trouser or clothes, yeah, and then your mom, maybe your sister or your brother say that what is it? I will measure from my hand span 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe in my hand span is from here until here. So how about your hand? Your hand span. It's bigger or shorter? Shorter, right? Because sometimes boys are longer, yeah, and then boys in the same when they are grow up, yeah. And then we cannot use the hand span, of course, for ourselves, yeah. So it's not accurate and what is it? Precision, yeah. Okay, next. You still keep your paper. We continue for thinking question for number 2. Yeah, this is the answer. Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit challenge, yeah, more than the first thinking questions. You have to think with your friends. Okay, for thinking question for number 2, identify the following statement. As a true or false, change the false statement to make it true. Okay, for number 1. Don't tell to your friend, just make your group. Measuring using a ruler is an example of qualitative observation. You just give checklist or cross, yeah? Is it true or false? Number 2. The color of a solution is an example of qualitative observation. We just already learned about this qualitative and quantitative. I guarantee you will find this word, yeah, when you take in university. You will use qualitative and quantitative. You will remember Mr. Hadi. Oh, Mr. Hadi already explained to me that there are qualitative and quantitative research. You will do a research, quantitative or qualitative. Okay. Number 3. The appropriate unit to measure distance. Distance itu adalah distance, long distance, LDR, ya. Long distance relationship, tahu ya? LDR. Mas LDR tuh. Number 4. An hour It's a unit for time according to the international standard. An hour. It's not a minute, not a second, maybe an hour. This is an hour. Be careful. And then for number 5, volume is an example of derivative quantity.
Verified itu apa?
Okay. Verified, there are two base quantity atau besaran pokok. Kalau verified quantity besaran tuh turunan ya, turunan. Besaran turunan. Oke, jawab aja, tinggal checklist hilang. Misalnya kayak gitu misalnya. Oke, just answer it. Oke, jujur ya, please make your own evaluation. This is time for give your honesty, ya, kejujuran. Kalau salah, salah. Okay, finish. Okay, 2 minutes ya, 2 minutes. Ayo, yang ini tentuin salah apa benar ini tuh. Satu-satu, nanti diperiksa. Jujur, harus jujur. Tulis aja false or true with T or with F, with checklist or with cross, with right or false. Okay, same.
I know this is out of topic,
Yeah.
but do you often use your pencil?
Yes, as a teacher from media, we have to use pencil.
Do you have very jadi ada
Because it is the rules. Rules apa rules? Aturan. So we have to use pencil. Yeah, sometimes if I use for pen, or 10 jam pakai. Oke, udah ya, finish ya. Oke, for this group, which group want to answer? Just point. Okay, come on. It's okay. Throw to other group. Which one? Okay, this group. Okay, this one. Okay, that's okay. For now, you can answer. Is it true or false? Yeah, it's up to you. Measuring using a ruler is example of qualitative observation. Mengukur dengan penggaris adalah observasi kualitatif. Benar nggak? Tadi ingat kata-kata kualitatif bisa dihitung nggak ya? Kuantitatif bisa dihitung. Quantity, coba imagine dulu. Quantity. Quantity what is called? Quantity, kualitas, qualitative, qualitative. It is same. If you remember the word quantity, it says with how many, how much we can measure. But if you say qualitas or qualitative, so I give you example. Ini kualitasnya gimana ya ini ya? Kualitasnya gimana? Maksudnya kualitasnya berapa meter? Ayo tuh udah Kak kasih clue tuh. Kualitasnya tadi bagus. Nah, kebanyakan kan. Oke, apa jawabnya? Salah atau apa? False or true? Huh? False. Why is it false? Quantitative. That's right. That's it. Okay. Okay, you choose other group. Other group. Okay, number 2. The color of the shows an example qualitative. Okay, that's correct. True. Yeah. Number 2. Which one group? Which group? Okay, this one number 3. Okay, number 3. Number 3. The appropriate unit to measure distance is second. Sesuatu hal yang sesuai untuk mengukur jarak adalah waktu. Pause. It must be. What is it? The answer? Meter. Yeah, meter. Yeah. Okay. We will see. Yeah. Meter. Okay, we save your answer. Number 4. Which one? Which group? Sorry, which group? Number 4. Yang belum. Ini ya. Number 4 apa? An hour is a unit for time according to international standard. MKS, Miss Ami sering ngomong. Kilogram apa? Tuh dikasih dulu. Meter, kilogram, and ya benar apa salah? Jawab aja apa? True. Okay, we save for number 4 ya, true. And then number 4 wants to give which group? Boys. This boy. This one? Yeah, number 5. Follow this example on the quantitative. Huh? True. Okay, true. Okay, we'll see the answer. Number 1. False. Number 1, 2. False. Siapa yang menang semua? Which group? Be honest. Ya. 1, 2. Siapa yang benar 4? Got 4. I mean you got 4 right. 4 yang benar siapa? Salah 1. Salah 2 siapa? Salah 2. Salah 3. Salah 3. Apa-apa? Salah 4. Nggak ada ya. Berarti maksimal salah 3 nggak apa-apa. Oke. What it should be for number 1? Come on. Quantitative. For number 2 already correct. Number 3, it should be. Yeah, number 4. Second. Ini loh, ini kan Pak Adi hanya mengulang ya. Mr. Adi mengulang yang apa bisa mengajarkan meter kilogram skon adalah besaran pokok, besaran utama. Sebelum kalian nanti menggunakan ukuran itu untuk melakukan aktivitas, berapa panjangnya? Oh, kita pakai meter. Oh, ternyata di soal itu kilometer, berarti harus diapakan? Dikonversi dulu berapa kilo. Kalau 10 meter berapa kilometer? 0,000 ya meter gitu ya. Next, we continue for thinking question for number 3. Kasih jawabannya yang benar siapa terus di situ. Okay, I have 2 questions here. Okay, this is little bit challenging. Yeah, please do not tell to your group, the other group, and try to answer with yourself. Thinking question for number 3. The picture 1. The students is measuring water temperature. What are the 2 mistakes made by students in this picture design? So, I don't want to give this answer first. Please answer 2 mistakes. The first one is blah 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 blah. The second one is blah blah blah. Okay, come on. You have to thinking first. Mr. Hadi kasih clue lagi. Coba lihat apakah siswa itu sudah benar dalam melakukan pengukuran. Ada 2 kesalahan. Tuliskan aja, gak apa-apa apapun itu. Salah mau benar. Dari suka-suka kamu aja. Coba kamu analisis di sini. Kira-kira kalau kamu lagi praktek, ianya gini bener gak sih? Itu ada gelas ukur, beaker gelas, and then ada termometer, ada anak yang lagi mengukur. Coba, waktunya your time is only 5 minutes. Bisa kemarin masih gini kan? Belum. Oke. Kira-kira apa? Cepet banget yang salahnya. Nah, kali ini Mister nggak akan tunjuk kelompoknya, tapi ntar kita periksa sendiri-sendiri ya. Nanti gimana jawabannya. Oke, kemana? Udah belum? Ya, harus dua-duanya diisi. Satu yang pertama udah apa? Nomor 1 mana? Kasih nomor 1. Jawabannya apa? First mistake apa? Second mistake apa? measurement unit it is same. Ya. Kalau nggak tahu nama alatnya itu, kalau mau disebut temperatur itu boleh, temperatur raksa juga boleh. Ya, itu temperatur raksa. Oke, udah belum? There are water, there are temperatur, there are voice, then this is temperatur holder, pegangan buat tuh. Udah ya, itu tadi. Nanti nggak cukup. Oke, 2 minutes. Oke, enough. Ya, finish just 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Udah belum ini yang ini. Oke. Udah. Next. Jadi, if you want to learn science, it's not only just to give the material directly, but this is science. You can see you can observe many things. Yeah, you can give a thinking questions like this. Okay. Okay. Can I get the answer? Can I get the answer for now, or always waiting for others?
In my opinion, I think yes.
Yeah, wait, be patient. We just waiting for your friend. Okay. It look like the students is well prepared ya. Atau kalau kita bisa lihat nggak ada yang salah, gitu kan? Tapi ternyata ada yang salah. Gitu. They misunderstanding here. Okay, I see all of you already finished ya. Okay, the answer is okay. The thermometer used is not in the liquid whose temperature will be measured. Atau sama aja intinya, termometer itu nggak kena air. Gimana dia mau akurat, gimana mau pressing, gitu. Dan gimana mau stabilisasi. Kalau misalnya kita ngukur termometernya di atas, ya nggak akurat. Kadang-kadang kan kamu nyentuh ini air nih, kamu sentuhnya di sini. Oh panas, kamu cuma nyentuh uapnya aja. Ya, ada yang nempelin, cuma nempelin dalam, masukin ke dalam. Gitu. Nah, ketika masukin ke dalam, air rasanya akan naik. Dan itu, if you put in the correct, in the properly, ya, you will find or you can conclude, what is it? The right measurement. So, and then for number 2, parallax scale itu sama aja kayak gini, nggak apa-apa kalau ada yang segini. Jadi ketidaksesuaian si pengamat, si observer untuk mengamati atau melihat ini. Nah, kalau untuk membaca, if you want to read what is it temperature scales, you have to make it straight, ya, lurus. Jadi nggak boleh gini, contoh gini. Ini airnya, kamu gini aja. Oh itu 50 derajat Celcius, kamu harus gini, sama gitu. Yes, we have the same strike. Oh, this is 75 Celsius degree, ya. Maksudnya parallax itu adalah ketidaksesuaian si observer dalam melihat, dalam melakukan observasi. Oke, ada yang sama nggak? Nomor 1, 2? Nomor 1 ya, banyak kan yang nggak apa-apa. Nomor 1 ini lebih ke arah bendanya, ya bendanya dan supir. Nomor 2 adalah kesalahan dari orangnya. Oke, got it ya? Paham ya? Okay, next we continue for the last questions. Okay, just relax ya. I want you to see the video. Okay, please. Okay, please see carefully and please to answer from this video. Okay, listen first.
Please.
Guna mengantisipasi agar konsumen tidak dirugikan oleh pedagang yang bertindak curang dan nakal, serta mengajak para pedagang untuk jujur dalam berniaga sebagai bentuk melayani masyarakat dengan baik, Unit Pelaksana Teknis Daerah atau UPTD Meteorologi Legal Kota Pekalongan secara rutin melakukan sidang tera atau tera ulang pada alat ukur pedagang. Kali ini di Pasar Banyuurip, Kota Pekalongan, Senin 29 Juni. Pelaksanaan tera ulang tersebut sudah berlangsung selama 4 hari, menyasar seluruh pasar tradisional di Kota Pekalongan. Di antaranya yang sudah dilakukan tera ulang yakni Pasar Srogenen, Pasar Anyar, Pasar Keraton, Pasar Wonosugi, dan Pasar Pojok. Kepala UPTD Metrologi Legal Kota Pekalongan, Ferry Yudianto menjelaskan, animo pedagang pasar tradisional untuk melakukan tera ulang cukup baik, di mana dalam satu hari bisa mencapai 15 hingga 20 alat ukur pedagang yang ditera ulang. Untuk mekanismenya, para pedagang bisa menyerahkan langsung timbangannya atau para petugas yang mengambil timbangan ke pedagang yang selanjutnya dikumpulkan di satu titik untuk ditera ulang. Pihaknya menyebut dasar dari tera ulang tersebut yaitu Undang-Undang Nomor 2 Tahun 1981 tentang tera ulang metrologi legal, Undang-Undang Nomor 8 Tahun 1999 tentang perlindungan konsumen, serta Perda Nomor 11 Tahun 2019.
Untuk memberikan satu hiburan pada pedagang tentang timbangannya sehingga bisa berkelanjutan. Jadi kami itu dalam hati-hati itu bukan adalah itu dengan bicara timbangannya sehingga dapat melayani masyarakat dengan baik.
Nanti pakai dapilnya seperti apa, Pak?
Pakai dapilnya tentu kita memberikan kontribusi buat hati teman-teman daerah dari sekolah ke tinggi, sampai ini kita bisa memberi target untuk dalam arti.
Nanti sasarannya kemana aja, Pak?
Sasarannya selain pasar Banyuurip, kita akan ke pasar Tegalu yang belum nih ya, baru pasar Tegalu. Dengan pasarnya mulai.
Pihaknya mengimbau kepada seluruh dunia usaha yang mempunyai alat UTTB atau alat-alat ukur, takar, dan timbang dan kelengkapannya untuk melakukan tera ulang kembali tahun 2021 dengan datang langsung ke kantor Metrologi Legal Jalan Progo Nomor 31 Kota Pekalongan. Irva Febriani, Klasik TV melaporkan.
Okay, before we continue to the questions, I would like to give some explanations. Okay, in bahasa Indonesia to make you clear. Apa tadi kata tera ulang artinya? Apa? Mengatur ulang. Ya, oke, mengatur ulang atau kita bisa sebut calibration atau kalibrasi. Pernah kan atau lihat apa yang mengkalibrasi? Ya kan, mengkalibrasi apa itu artinya merekayasa ulang lagi, menstandarkan. Nah, kalau nggak direka ulang kenapa? Ada yang mau ini? Coba kenapa kalau mereka ulang?
Nanti kalau di antara timbangan terlalu berat atau terlalu ringan, harganya bisa berubah.
Harganya bisa berubah.
Iya.
Oke, terus dampaknya?
Kalau misalnya harganya lebih berat, pembelinya bakalan lebih rugi. Kalau penjualnya lebih untung.
Berarti yang dirugikan siapa?
Pembeli.
Pembeli atau apa? Konsumen ya. Oke, siapa yang pernah ke pasar? Pernah ke pasar, pernah lihat timbangan itu? Nah, kalau beli apa? Beras, terus telur, terus apalagi banyak ya sayur-sayuran ya. Kalau tepung kayaknya udah sasetan ya kalau tepung, ya kan? Oke, berarti kalian sudah tahu nih. Kira-kira sekarang tugasnya. Pak Hadi, I have two perspectives. Yeah, the first one is ethically, and the second one is religious. Okay, I want you to make questions. Yeah, to make questions that how to connect it ethically with religious. Coba. In our regions, ada nggak ayat Quran yang menyatakan tentang timbangan? Boleh nggak kita kurang timbangannya? Al-Isra ayat 35. Ya. Kalau kamu menimbang, maka timbangannya dengan sempurna. Ya. Itu kita nggak boleh mengurangi timbangan. Nah, coba sekarang buat pertanyaan nih. Ya, latihan buat pertanyaan. Mengapa pertanyaan yang kedua hal ini ya ini mereka melakukan tindakan ilegal itu dan kenapa ada regulasinya dan bagaimana impact-nya per customer. Coba silakan buatlah satu pertanyaan tentang ethically dan religious ya. Tentang video tadi coba. Nah, kalau Mr. Adi kasih itu kamu pakai itu kira-kira gimana? Tadi kan sudah dikasih lihat videonya ya, kira-kira buat pertanyaan dari situ coba buat gimana sih pertanyaannya tentang ethically. Kenapa? Contoh ya, tapi jangan ini lagi nanti. Kenapa mereka melakukan kegiatan tersebut? Di mana salah satu sisi agama kita itu sudah melarang? Bisa nggak dibuat pertanyaan gitu? Mengapa pedagang itu kira-kira agamanya apa? Misalnya, kebanyakan apa sih Indonesia? Muslim, ya. Why they still do the uncorrect or illegal illegal activity that we already know in the Quran said that we not allow to make not precision and what is it not accurate to measure weight. Coba silakan buat pertanyaan satu dan kalau cukup satu pertanyaan aja silakan. Gak usah pertanyaan aja, nanti pertanyaannya akan ditukar ke grup ya. Dimain bahasa ya, ayo tugas terakhir ya, buat pertanyaan that's related ethically and religious. Bahasa ya, gunakan bahasa Indonesia nggak apa-apa. Ada nggak sih yang kamu tanyain? Okay, we already know about measurement. We already know about accurations, precisions, and stabilizations, and how to give questions that are related ethically and religious. In religious, we have to give full measure and even balance, and ethically, there's some humans still do the illegal measure. Because there is a regulation from the government, and then it still happens in traditional market, in maybe in modern market, yeah, for digital scale, it still happens, and then how the impact for the customer. Okay, this is your last activity. Buat pertanyaan aja. Ya, buat pertanyaan nanti Mister akan jawab satu dari pertanyaan yang sudah kamu buat. Pakai bahasa Indonesia boleh? Pakai bahasa Indonesia boleh. Jangan Mister terus gantian bertanya. Ayo Mister aku bertanya tapi hubungkan dengan ini. Ya, based on the video. Tadi videonya tentang di pasar itu ada sidak tentang sidang tera, tentang kalibrasi uji tulang. Banyak ditemuin tuh ukuran yang benar. Scale. Measure. Pengukuran kalau to measure untuk mengukur, kalau measure kan jadi kata benda. Pengukuran. Yeah, I will bring some measurement unit for the base quantity and for derivative quantity. Yeah, for the next week. Okay, yes.
What's the meaning of ethically?
Ethically is good or not? Something that we do ethical. For example, is it polite? Is it polite or is it ethical if some sellers still terjadi ketahuan kalau ini bisa yang belajar jangan makanya is it ethical? Bla bla bla. Is it good? Is it good? Is it bad? Or and try to connect with this religious. Okay, time is running out. Don't forget to write your name, ya. Okay, time is up. Teman. Okay. Wih, mantap. Ya, jadi can be accepted, ya, diterima. From the video, kenapa orang-orang itu melakukan itu sedangkan ini ajaran tidak boleh. Ya, sudah. Kita biar baca ini semua nih. Oke. Ya sudah, mungkin sudah. Nanti bisa biar bacakan masing-masing. Kita nggak sebutin nama kelompoknya. Ya, I will then say your name, but I will read it directly to your answer. Oke, supaya kamu bisa berbagi semua. Ayo yang satu ya tinggal. Okay. I will read your. Okay. This is your friend answer, your group friend answer. Kenapa para penjual masih melakukan hal tersebut padahal itu dilanggar di undang-undang? Istilahnya korupsi katanya ya. Oke. Apakah mereka tidak tahu bahwa cellphone sudah dilarang? Itu sama saja karena melanggar aturan. Oke, that's good ya. Itu masih relasi ya. Betul. Oke. Is it? Sorry. Is it polite to do that? Apa nih? By created that it was since dosa gitu ya. Dosa. Oke, maksudnya itu ya. When they know that it was a sin. Ya, dia apakah orang untuk melakukan itu dan padahal itu adalah suatu dosa ya. Oke. Kemudian ada juga yang grup lain. Apakah ada yang melarang hal tersebut? Mengapa orang-orang masih bertindak curang? Why people still do impolite? And apakah ada pasal there is a regulation that what is it? Yang melarang hal tersebut dan memberi hukuman bagi mereka? Oke, ada aturannya sama ini. Oke, juga. Ada lagi, mengapa kita harus peduli dengan pedagang yang sudah mengikuti sidang tersebut? Kemudian kenapa kita diajarkan untuk tidak berbuat curang saat berdagang? Nah ini juga make sense kan sih. Oke. berempat. Mengapa mereka memilih kepentingan di dunia? Karena uang yang mereka dapatkan dari penipu, padahal itu merupakan perbuatan tercela yang akan menyala neraka. Nah itu juga good ya, berikut ya. Why they choose the happiness in the world? In other side that something that they do, it will will send him ya to the hell. Right, that's good. Okay. Dan yang terakhir belum terakhir. Mengapa penganut agama yang berbeda masih melakukan kecurangan padahal sudah jelas tidak boleh dalam ajaran agama manapun? Oke, kita tunggu yang terakhir. Oke, dan
Kamu nak balik.
Ya Allah.
kita tunggu yang terakhir. Ya, oke. Yang terakhir mengapa mereka mengira mereka tidak akan tertangkap dan dihukum dan mereka menganggap itu hanya hal biasa. Ya, oke, itu juga bagus. Jadi intinya apa? Ketika kalian melakukan pertanyaan ini, setidaknya ya, ethically and the religious, you can make a questions like this ya. Why many people still do the illegal things ya? Even they are already know about the regulations and they don't think the impact of the customer. Yeah, customer will feel what is it? What is this? Yeah, it's like kerugian lah. Sorry, ini akan mengalami dampak kerugian ke customer. In other hands, and the Quran already said that we cannot do the value for scale. Jadi kita nggak boleh ingat sekali lagi. Kenapa sih kita belajar pengukuran? Kalian nanti suatu saat ya, kita nggak tahu nih berhubungan dengan bukan hanya menjual di pasar. Misalnya nih ada yang jadi laboran kerja di laboratorium, harus precision nggak? Harus accurate nggak? Kalau kamu mencampur obat di apotek, Mister nggak masih bisa kelas lain, Mister kasih contoh nanti seorang apoteker mencampur ukuran yang tidak sesuai. Jadi ini gimana efeknya?
Overdosis.
Nah, jadi overdosis. Nah, kalau dosis dicariin ke hukum nggak bisa di penjara seperti itu. Oke, ini sudah saya mau selesai sedikit lagi. Before we close, I would like to say thank you very much for our session for today, and we will see for the next week, for the second activity. Okay, thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.